Hey everybody, I have an announcement to make. Today I'll be doing movie review for Tommy Wiseau in the room. I hope you guys enjoy review, and today we are going to talk about film in total spoiler territory. Yeah, that that impression is taking a dip, but yeah, today we are talking about The Room, directed, written, starring Tommy Wiseau. I ordered this Blu-ray a week ago. It came in the mail today, and I was so happy to see that package was there. I paid $20 for the Tommy Wiseau underwear, a free mask, I guess, that came with the purchase, and also the Blu-ray of The Room, which I had no idea was going to be signed by Tommy Wiseau himself. This is To Ryan. Love is Blind. Love Tommy Wiseau, and he dated it August 12th. I guess that's when he signed it, and today's the 18th, and I just got it. So, yeah, I was like, wow, okay, so I watched the Blu-ray, and I will tell you this, before even talking about the film, the Blu-ray quality is a lot better than the DVD quality. I heard that this was a poor transfer in a few places, and I do happen to disagree. I think the movie looks pretty good on Blu-ray, and it sounds pretty good as well. Now, getting into this movie, if you don't know anything about The Room, you probably do, but I actually saw this movie in the theater back in 2018, I think they released it into my theater. It was a Fathom event in January 2018, and I remember just seeing this. I brought some plastic spoons with me. It was a completely sold out auditorium, and I'll actually show you guys a little clip from that night, so enjoy.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. What?
Yeah, the theater was like that the whole entire movie throughout basically every scene. This was one of my best theater experiences I've ever had, and it enhanced the movie-going experience, enhanced the movie for me even more so. Now, this movie, it's not good, but this is considered one of the best, worst movies ever made, because what Tommy Wiseau brought to this screenplay, this very basic story of a man who's engaged and his fiance, or future wife as he calls her throughout the film, is having an affair with him, and she's actually having an affair with his best friend, played by Greg Sestero, who also wrote the novel The Disaster Artist, which was then adapted into James Franco's film, which I think is great. But yeah, so that's basically the story, and what happens when Tommy finds out. Does Tommy find out, or Johnny, I guess his character's name is, does Johnny find out? And if you've seen this movie, I mean, you basically probably know everything there is to say about it. So I'm just here to tell you guys that, yes, I am one of the people that watch this movie and love it. I love this movie. Now, Tommy Wiseau, look, God bless his heart. He did not he did not go out to make a drama. He went out to make a comedy. Now, he might say that it was supposed to be a comedy all along, but if you watch A Disaster Artist, you kind of know, okay, he had to change his tune once everybody basically laughed their ass off throughout the whole film, because it was just so ridiculous and funny, and just some of the lines. This movie has some of the most quotable lines ever. The flower shop scene where he goes to get Lisa a dozen roses is one of the best scenes, if not the best scene from the film. It's just so, the ADR and everything going on in that scene is just so incredible. You just have to watch it for yourself. Also, other great scenes, great moments from the movie. Basically, the whole thing. I mean, every time Tommy Wiseau has a freak out moment, which that happens a lot towards the end of the film, the "You're tearing me apart, Lisa," which happens in the middle of the movie. One of my favorite lines is right after he's done fighting Mark at the birthday party, and he's like, everybody betrayed me. I'm fed up with this world. I love that line, and when he said that, during the screening that I was at, I was one of the people to basically recite that line quite loudly, and it got a decent applause afterwards as well. I don't have any clips for that scene, but look, this movie as a whole is I mean, if you watch The Disaster Artist, you get into Tommy Wiseau's mind as much as you possibly can. He just wanted to make a movie. He had a passion for filmmaking, and he just wanted to go out there and do his own thing. It was, self-funded. How is that possible? We don't know. We probably never will. But look, Tommy Wiseau, he seems like a cool guy. I actually have signed merchandise from him now, so that's cool. I do actually want to mention the score in this movie, which is pretty catchy, and it's composed by Malden Milicevic. Now, I don't know if I mispronounced his name. If I did, I do apologize for that. But the theme to this movie is a nice little piano theme montage that I actually really like, and sometimes I'm humming it to myself. But look, the cast of this movie, yes, I'm looking at the IMDb page right now, just so I don't mess up any of these names. So Juliette Danielle plays Lisa. She's actually giving... She's trying in this movie. She's trying to give a good performance. Greg Sestero is Mark. He's okay in certain scenes, and he's not that great in other scenes. Philip Haldeman plays Denny, who is one of the weirdest, creepiest characters in film history. Carolyn Minot plays Claudette, Lisa's mother, and she has basically a side plot that goes nowhere in this film. So that was interesting that he had all these ideas that he just decided to throw in there that really didn't go anywhere. Robin Paris plays Michelle, one of the friends of Lisa and Johnny. Mike Holmes plays Mike, and probably the best character in the movie, the best named character in the film. Dan Jangelin, Janny Gian, again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, plays Chris R. Why couldn't his name just be Chris? Because there's no other Chris's in the movie? Don't know. But Chris R makes him stand out, and it almost makes you remember his character and that insane scene on the rooftop with him. Kyle Vogd. I'm horrible pronouncing these names, but he plays Peter, who plays the psychiatrist, but he's not really a psychiatrist. Look, the cast in this movie, they are kind of memorable. I mean, when you watch this movie, you do remember a lot about it and a lot about what these characters are doing, what they have to say, because a lot of it is repeated throughout the film. Like, basically, there's like 5 scenes in the movie where Lisa and her mother are basically talking, and Lisa's mother's like, Johnny is your financial security, and she says, no, I hate him, and basically I don't want to spend my life with him, and he wants to buy me a house, and that's why I want to leave him, because he's boring, which doesn't really make sense to me. I don't see that anybody would say that, so it kind of takes some of the realism out of it. But look, Johnny you could relate to Johnny. You really can. Tommy Wiseau's character. Not everybody's been cheated on, but I'm sure there have been people that watch this movie that were cheated on by someone you're in a relationship with, someone you're engaged to. Who knows? Now, do you go absolutely crazy at the end of, like he does at the end of the film, and pop yourself off? I don't think so. And that's actually why I think that Chris R scene is in the movie. It's probably the only reason why it's in the movie is to put a gun in Tommy Wiseau's possession, because that's never brought up again in the film. Like the drug problem with Denny, that he just bought some drugs, and it's there's just a lot of stuff in this film that just sort of gets glossed over, but it's all really memorable scenes because of how poorly they're acted and how funny it is. Like, in my review for The Wicker Man, the 2006 Wicker Man, I basically said that film was very reminiscent to Tommy Wiseau's The Room, just because of how bad they are, but how funny they are at the same time. This movie the whole entire film is like the last 10 minutes of The Wicker Man. So I do prefer to watch this, but Nicolas Cage in The Wicker Man, especially the last 10 minutes of that movie, is very reminiscent to Tommy Wiseau's performance in The Room.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And this put him on the map. This movie has such a cult following, and I'm actually really happy that I have a signed movie. Like the Blu-ray is, I opened it up and I was like, wow, I have a signed piece of merchandise from Tommy Wiseau. So, yeah, really cool stuff. I do also think the artwork isn't, that bad. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I guess you got a slight Blu-ray review in this as well. But look, if I'm gonna rate The Room, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Not because of the movie's excellence, or not because it's so well made, but because it's so memorable and it's so fun to watch. And even after watching The Disaster Artist and interviews with Tommy Wiseau, his heart was in the right place. And this is just one of those rare movies that is so poor, but it's also so fun to watch at the same time and so memorable. And you'll hear yourself quoting some of these lines, throughout time. I mean, is this a timeless movie? So far, yes. So far, yes, it is. This movie has not been forgotten about. It is still being played in theaters across the globe. I mean, of course, not during the pandemic, but I'm sure when things start to get back to normal, this it's going to be, played in theaters again, because it's that special. This is a special movie. So, look, guys, comment your thoughts in the comments. I hope you've seen it, because if you didn't, I did just kind of give some spoilers for it. But, yeah, definitely see this movie if you haven't already. They have a deal on the Tommy Wiseau website where you could get the Blu-ray, free thing of underwear, or free pair of underwear. Or not a free pair of underwear, but you get a free mask with the purchase of the underwear and the Blu-ray for only like $20. So, if you're willing to do that, maybe he'll sign yours as well, but I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, that's about it for me. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links to those are in the description of this video. And yeah, guys, that's about it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Tommy Wiseau's The Room. And until next time, over and out.